And my testimony was a message, a sermon about a way how He has set me free from this depression. And God has taken me away from this slavery in which I have been existing, and He has transferred me to His kingdom. And that first revelations which Pastor Sunday have given to me, they became my foundation, and the Lord have transferred me to His heavenly kingdom, not for me just to be idle and to be lazy, but He have transferred me to His kingdom, and He have made me a president of His heavenly kingdom, and I was proud of it. I was proud because my life have been changed in such a great way that the Lord trusts lives and destinies of people to me. I have been a designer and a painter before, and I left my profession. I left my job. Before, I was proud that I was a painter and I was an artist. I was a designer. But as soon as I understood what the Lord wants me to be, I just left it, and I understood that I must be proud of Him. And I also understood that we have been taken to His work. And it means that He has transferred His power, His authority to me, and He has sent me to the earth that I can save others from a kingdom of hell and transfer them to the kingdom of light. And my task now, my task was, and my field was, my kingdom was drug addicts and alcohol addicted people. My task was to take that alcoholics and drug addicts to the heavenly kingdom. Nobody had need of them. They were forgotten, and my task was to transfer them to a new kingdom where I was a king. Bible says that those who are smart will stand before the kings. Kings must always have smart people who would stand before them. And we were preparing that smart people, that young people who would stand before the kings. Pastor, I thank you so much that you taught me how to transfer that people from alcohol addiction and from drug addiction. And God has taught me through you how to make that people leave their drugs, their alcohol, and how to get closer, get acquainted with God. And I was a baby in Jesus Christ at that time, and I had to put on that crown to help people to fulfill their self. And the third revelation upon which my Christian life was built, it was such an amazing revelation, and it is that no more I live, but Christ Himself lives in me. And when I understood that it was not me anymore, that is why my life have been changed. That is why I'm a brand new now, because Christ Himself is living in me. Every morning I woke up and I said, my dear Jesus, I ask you to live in me. I don't want to live. I didn't like myself, but I wanted Him to live in me. I saw all my legs. And once I told Pastor Sunday, if you see something wrong in me, please do not be easy with me. Just tell me everything, convict me in all my legs and in all that I do wrong, because I want to be good, I want to be perfect, I want to be excellent, because Pastor is a very loyal, is a very tender person, and he has never pressed on me. But I told him, Pastor, you must press on me, you must never be loyal to me. And even if I could offend on him because he was not loyal to me, then God has reminded to me, hey, you ask him not to be loyal to you. And I said, Jesus Lord, please live against of me. I do not want to live. My life has been finished. At that time, my life has been finished as soon as I came to you. Now this is not Natasha Potopaeva. Now it is a Spirit of Christ who is living in this body. Now you are not a drug addict, you are not an alcohol addicted people, but you are a spirits of Christ who live in these bodies. And I was telling it to them all the time long. I was telling and telling and telling it to them all the time long. I was telling that a spirit from heaven has come upon you, and now you're the same epistles of Christ as Peter and other apostles were. Because I saw a key which Pastor Sunday used to unlock my heart. I saw the way he opened my heart. I saw the way he opened that kingdom, and now I wanted to give it to others. I wanted to find the key to unlock every heart and every soul. The very first thing which Pastor did in my life, he became an answer for me. I got free from alcohol, from smoking, from depression, from a fear of loneliness. I got free from a sin. I decided to become better, and it was the first key which he used to unlock the heart, my heart. And the second thing which he did, he made me important. He made me significant. I was significant in the sight of that people. I was born 3 months ago before at that time, and I was significant before that people. And they even called me a director, a boss of a rehabilitation center, because every person wants to be great, wants to be significant, wants to be important, and the main thing which I have valued most of all is that I could be useful for somebody. I became useful for them. I saw results. I saw the way they got free. I saw the way they got higher and higher. And I was telling it to them all the time long. I was telling them what Pastor Sunday told me. You will not be a drug addict anymore. You are not a drug addict anymore. You are not an alcohol addicted, but you are a kingly priesthood. They didn't understand me, but I also didn't understand what the kingly priesthood was at that time. But I was telling them, you will become a pastor, you will become a great person. Whom do you want to be? Do you want to be a president? Yes, you will become. And I was encouraging them all the time long. Many of them came without money, without apartment, without a place to live. And I told them, you shall see that we will have our apartments, and we will have a great apartments. We will build cities. You will have a place where to live. You will have cars. You will have everything. And each one of them has an apartment, has everything that he needs, because they have been they have become a spiritual mayors in that cities where they are now. The next revelation upon which I was building my Christian life is Romans 5:19. And this revelation has changed my life for better. And it was changing lives of that people who followed me. Because Pastor was teaching me and I was teaching them. And that is why I could fulfill myself and they could fulfill themselves. Romans 5:19.
Так и послушанием одного сделаются праведными многие. Я увидела здесь, как важно быть послушным.
So it is said there that many will be saved because of obedience of a one person. And I understood that it's so important to be obedient to your pastor. It is so important to be obedient to the anointed people of God who have been fulfilling themselves. It is so important to listen to everything that they tell you. It is said there, for just as through the disobedience of the one man the many were made sinners, so also through the obedience of the one man the many will be made righteous. And I understood that if I be disobedient, people may leave God. People may not get what the Lord wants them to get. But if I be obedient, if I stay obedient to Pastor Sunday and to the word which he is giving to me, then many will be saved and many will come to the Lord. It is said there are many. It means multitude. It means that there is no limit to the amount of those who will come. It means that God gives grace upon every obedience. And it is what I liked so much. I do not like little numbers. And I have been saying to my disciples all the time long, little numbers kill great dreams. And great dreams, they build a great purposes. And I knew that if I be obedient, then many will be saved through me. And I made a decision to be obedient in everything. Pastor,